Thank you. Not only them, but the trees. And on the congressional record, it was testified to, falsely, that it was a Mexican plant, that it was imported, it was a dangerous drug, and now we find that all this information is a lie, in so much that even the New York State Legislature and many legislatures on the state level have found that it's not even harmful. They've reduced it to a violation. And therefore, if the use, which was the original target, is a violation, why is it still a felony to provide it by growing and selling?
It's curious.
Yeah, but you can't openly say that. But you can't openly say that. They have to be able to justify it in a court. They have to justify it in the legislature. What I'm saying is that it's obvious now that the hemp plant is a valuable industry and we're importing hemp products. It's obvious that we are not able to grow it ourselves. It's an issue because we're in an economic crisis. Yes, we still do. We still do. We still use hemp.
Every part of it has to be bought. There's so much it is that corrupt.
Illegal
But that's because we, the people, are that corrupt. It's not
hemp. They looked at this leaf and they said, oh, there was a guy standing here in front of our table the other day. He said, oh, this Indian hemp, oh, we grow this in our country. Oh, this grows in our country everywhere. Thank you. So right now we are finally coming to task with why these laws were made in the first place. Now we have a world that is coming apart at the seams, financially, economically, and environmentally, because of this law. It stopped the hemp growing, moving forward, that would have saved the environment. All the things that petrochemicals did to us, we could have avoided.
Yes.
Yes. We could have avoided it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Thank you. All those things. Yes. Yes. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine, you name it. Yes. Right. 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 So what? So you know what's going on is they're making hemp. They're letting people grow hemp. They're calling it drug-free hemp, and the DEA is still breathing down the necks of farmers, treating them like drug dealers because they're growing hemp for fiber. And God forbid enough THC wouldn't build up on their machines so that they could maybe ball up some and sell it for hash. This has got to stop. It's just got to stop because what the right. Okay, this is the crux. Right, this is the crux of the matter. Hemp, marijuana does not need to be, right, it doesn't need to be proven to be harmless. It never was proven to be harmful.
Right.
It never was proven to be harmful. The only thing that they used was statements by the press, but was owned by Hearst. And Hearst had something to gain by it because he himself had just come up with the acid to make pulp for paper, and so he had all these trees, and so therefore, any law that is created on fraud to defraud is null and void and should be abolished immediately. So we are addressing this with an emergency measure that we have written this bill. It's only one page, and we've handed it out hundreds of copies to all the people in the legislature, all their staff, people on the street. We're going to publish it in the newspaper. We could use a little backup for that, by the way, so $1,500. But anyway, we've got half of it paid for already. But we're going to put it in the newspaper next week. And essentially, the bill's going in, and we're asking the people, we're showing and revealing to the public what has been done, because a lot of people don't even know that marijuana and hemp are the same thing. They still do not know to this day. We've been educating these legislators with, yes, marijuana is the flowering tops, but the marijuana plant is the same plant. It's not, the tops are, they focused on the tops so that they could get rid of the whole plant when they made it against the law. They tried to make it look like a dangerous narcotic, testified to that, and it was a lie. And even the counsel for the American Medical Association, Woodward, said This is why have they been meeting in secret for 2 years to make this bill? Why haven't they actually found any real people to give them their findings, like the schools? Why don't they get testimonies from the schools, the education department, you know, the doctors, the people, the social workers, all the people that could testify to this? None of that was on the congressional record. Only all they kept quoting were the newspapers. Look what the newspapers said. A widespread problem. This is going to ruin our country. We need to do something now. So it's all based on a lie. So all we have to do is focus, give a laser point on that, and that's what we've done. And we are passing it out. We are moving on this.
Well, leave let us smoke there.
We've been sitting here in
Let
front of
us
the
smoke there.
legislative building for weeks now, and we've got the audience with the governor. We've given him the bill. These people are working on it, and now we're just looking for the sponsor.
That's why we're here.
We're looking today. We are in the building looking for sponsorship. Sponsors for this bill.
Yeah, to bring it up. Bring it
Right.
up.
Bring it
Introduce
up.
it. For the Senate. For the Senate.
All of it. Bring it into the committee. We're talking about it all over anyway. Yes. Yeah, we're talking about the well, originally I was calling about telling what the guys, he said, what for? I said, for the permits. He said, well, what about the permits? I said, you don't need a permit. You never needed a permit. That's the whole issue. Assessment should have defended you on, but you wanted to go the same route as Alan Gary, so you kind of stumbled yourself. He didn't give you good counsel because he liked the attention and he wanted to do it with you because you had money. But the point, you were going to pay him. But the point is, but anyway, the point is, right, you can't. Right. Yeah, assessment. Okay, well let's not sidetrack. Let's not sidetrack. The point is that this is what you can do, okay? You have a property in Bethel.